Hi guys, welcome to my channel, African Gypsy. My name is Sunshine and this reading is for the star sign Aquarius for the month of December. For those who've come back to this channel, welcome back. And those who've joined me for the very first time, welcome guys. Please be sure to like, to share my content and subscribe, and also hit the little bell icon so you can find out the next time that I do post another video. So, Aquarius, let's see what is coming towards you in the month of December. Oh, quite a lot has to come through, doesn't it? Let's give it another little shuffle. How are you guys doing? Was November kind to you? Did you survive the roller coasters? Did you show up in your own movie and become your own superhero? Wow, that's wonderful. What sorts of things did you get up to in November? Drop me a comment, let me know how things went and how the last reading played out in your life. That would be quite interesting to know. Okay. So Aquarius, again, you have the power to cause or to influence events in your life in the month of December. This is happening right now. It's a live feed for a lot of you. You've stepped up to the plate. You've decided to be your own superhero and make things happen, make very good and important things happen in your life. Well done to you, Aquarius. And Spirit is saying that you have everything that you need in order to survive and to conquer and to prosper. You've got the finances, you've got the emotional balance. I see also the intelligence and the creativity. For some of you, you may be faced with a choice between two projects that you want to do, and they're both fine. One might have good socio-economic benefits, which means it's good for a community, and the other one could be more of just business, hustle, straight business like that. So I feel that there's going to be a strong need to prioritize in the month of December. A lot needs doing and you're capable of doing it. But to be most effective, you need to prioritize. Find out what holds a top priority in your company, in your life, in your business, or whatever it is, and what deserves less of your energy and attention. I'm also being told that many of you have been applying the laws of attraction. You've been meditating, you've been doing a lot of positive spiritual practices, and just speaking positive, and you have the power to make things happen. Crossing your path in the month of December, my dear Aquarius, I see that some of you are going to have an issue with some childish cruelty, someone playing some sort of pranks on you, childish pranks, which are actually potentially harmful. Yes, it's fun, I had a good laugh and all of that, but they're potentially harmful. So you need to watch out for that kind of energy. I also see for some of you, there could be some rumors being spread about you, some lies. You know, when people don't have a lot to do, they get entertained with your life. So try not to share information that is not necessary or that may be misconstrued or misinterpreted or that's open to interpretation of all sorts of ways, if you can. With some people, they rather like kind of have a sneaky element to them, and they'll try and coerce words out of you, to try and pick certain words out of you and then turn the conversation around and say, do you know what Mary was saying about you? Well, this is what she had to say. And, you know, you're asking yourself, as a very good little friend of mine taught me, you're asking like, well, Mary was saying that. Tell me, what made her so comfortable to have this kind of a conversation with you? What kind of encouragement did you give her to have this conversation? Okay. Coming up as your solution, I see uppermost in your mind, there's an issue of signing important contracts, agreements, paperwork, and stuff like that with someone who's very influential. This person could be a very influential friend of yours who's quite high up, and they may have a legal background or they are actually a lawyer, and this person is giving you some sound financial advice which you'd do well to follow in the month of December and going forward. These readings are timeless. It can be December, but it could have already started playing out with some people. It's still coming up for other people, depending on where you are in your journey, because we're all, yes, in the same exam room in life, but we're all writing different subjects and papers all together, so everyone's at a different stage. Having said that, I feel that this lawyer wants you to move on to a bigger sort of a platform for your work. I feel like this could be like a commercial lawyer of some sort who's giving you advice about how best to, I'm being told the phrase, I'm hearing liquidate assets. Okay, that's someone's particular story. You know who you are, you know how this relates and plays out in your life. Please be sure to book a personal reading with me if these messages have resonated with you. My details will be there down in the description box down below. In the past, some of you had a reconciliation of sorts coming in. It could be a reconciliation with an old friend, an ex. It could be any sort of a situation. But I see that for a few of you whose relationship had gone south, you came together and you worked on issues to do with trust and respect, because those are the two main issues that kind of like made the relationship go south to begin with. And for some of you, this was like a brand new love, but someone's trying to play some sort of childish pranks to cause this relationship to totally fall off its wheels. Aquarius, many of you are going to be starting a new business, a new enterprise, and it's a gem of an idea. It's a very good idea. Everyone's going to ask you, how did you come up with this idea, Aquarius? That was really good of you, because you're being the magician. You're making things happen, getting contracts signed, making an A-line for success. That's going to be the title of this reading. Aquarius, making, or should I say a beeline for the success? Making a beeline to success. So I feel that with this new business or enterprise that you're wanting to begin, there's going to be a need for research or study or doing a short course or just like reading up on stuff online, finding out a bit more about how exactly I'm being told. I'm hearing a phrase, share allotment. Are there still things called public companies? Okay, I heard public company. All right. So it looks like you're talking to your lawyer friend, making things happen and dealing with the kind of like share allotment of this new business that you want to start. It's a good idea. You're onto something. In the future, you're going to close off one circle to begin something brand new in your life, because you're feeling like, you know what, I'm tired of fighting. I'm doing quite well. All this is happening, but I'm kind of tired of fighting. But you know what? I'm good for 10 more bouts of this fight, if you really, wind me up in that way. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not in that energy. I'm not fighting. I don't have a need to be right. That's what I'm hearing. Oh, for those who don't know, or have logged onto my channel for the very first time, I'm a clairvoyant, so I see visions. I'm clairaudient, so I hear words and phrases. And I'm also an empath, so at times I might speak as if I'm you or someone else during the course of this reading. Moving on. So I feel like you're saying, I'm tired of all this fighting. I could do it a lot, but I want a new beginning. I want a new start. I want things to start working out in a very different way for me. And you're ready to delegate, to put some of the responsibilities down. And that's what you're looking at doing. You're thinking, I need to set up some structures. I'm being told like financial structures in my life that allow me to have a lot more free time to initiate other projects that need to get going, and also give me time to rest, because I want to employ a staff complement that allows me to also take time to rest and focus on other parts of the business. This is a conversation I'm hearing specifically for a couple of you. So I feel that you may feel like you're making a lot of willing sacrifices for the greater good of others, and you're in an energy where you're like, I don't have everything that I need to make things happen, but with what I do have, Spirit has been graceful to me, and I'm making things happen despite any limitations that I may have faced. Yeah, you're strong, Aquarius. And you're also closing off chapters. This is the second number 10 that has come up in this reading for December. So the number 10 is 1 and 0. The 0 part is a cycle closed off, it's finished, it's done. And the 1 is a brand new beginning. So it's like a counter reset. When you reset the starters and you're like, okay, refresh the page, let's do this. And Aquarius, as a good friend of mine would say, you're walking through the doors of value. You're walking to a place where you value yourself a whole lot more, where you value your time, your energy, your skills, your expertise a lot more. You're in that energy where you're like, you know what, Joe, you're not adding value to me. And so I'm not going to spend my time on you. I'd rather sit by myself than have company that depletes me, that actually strips me of all the, I'm being told to say, the finesse I've built around me. That's a particular conversation for someone. So dear Aquarius, you're valuing yourself a whole lot more. And as you see more value in yourself, as you're raising your standards and making demands to the universe and stomping your foot and saying, universe, I demand more, I deserve more, just like all of God's children. I want more. I want the best, the cream of the crop. And as you're walking that energy, things of a higher value are coming towards you, and you're valuing things differently. And I see other people valuing you differently because they're seeing how much you value your own time, your resources, your space, your energy, and all of that. I feel like this new business that some of you are beginning, this new enterprise, is going to lead you to a lot of money. I also see for some of you, there are going to be some very successful property deals. Maybe you're getting a lease on a shop, you're buying a shop, you're buying commercial property, you're buying a residential property, and the deals are very successful. And there may be some very important family matters to also be dealt with. Some of you are starting a family business. I get the feeling that someone is starting a business that will benefit the whole family, that the whole family will somehow become involved in. Well done to you. Aquarius, you're going to be moving to calmer waters, away from the stress, the drama, and frankly, having too much on your back, being weighed down by so many responsibilities that of only facing you. You're moving to calmer waters, but you're not doing this alone. You have company. Someone's helping you, someone's encouraging you, someone's making a way for you to be able to shine your best light forth. Aquarius, some of you are hoping to do a SWOT analysis of your life. What do I mean by that? To look at your strengths, your weaknesses, opportunities, and any threats to those great opportunities that may be coming your way. I feel that for a couple of you, you're wanting to be in like conflict mode. I don't know if that's advisable. I mean, standing up for yourself is one thing, but just being antagonistic and fighting just because you can, Aquarius, you want to think long and hard about that. You know, remember, you're changing the way you value yourself. So choose and pick your battles wisely. It's one thing to learn how to fight. It's another thing to apply the techniques accordingly. Sometimes you don't need to fight. Sometimes you just need to make your point of view heard without being nasty. I recently learned, I think I posted this on another star sign video that I did, that I've learned that the art of tact is the art of making a point without making an enemy. So some of you are wanting to fight with some authority figures. Someone's wanting to fight with his lawyer friend, and you're being very... Some of you are conflicted about this next move you want to make to fight with this like legal friend of yours or an influential friend of yours. Like I said, choose your battles wisely, because this man can see you coming. The King of Swords is here watching you coming in with all the conflict and all of that. It's like, oh, okay, page 109. You really want to apply that on me? So you think carefully about that, because, you know, besides that, you're doing well. You've already closed off cycles, and this is like going on to a lower level after you've already attained a lot of tens. For some of you, like I said, doing a SWOT analysis, looking at your strengths, your weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and importantly, strategies to implement to counter the threats. So what am I good at? What am I strong at? What am I weak at? What are the opportunities coming towards me? What threats are there to these opportunities? And what strategies can I implement to counter the threats? It's a bit of a mouthful, but if you just play it again slowly, it becomes clearer. So yeah, some of you are wanting to make a fresh start in entirely different surroundings. This is for a specific number of Aquarians listening to this message. I see there's some unexpected good news coming your way that's going to raise your expectations and make you incredibly happy and productive. This seems to be work related. This seems to have been more of a finance reading for my dear Aquarius. Okay, let's see. What oracle messages do we have, fairies, guides? What oracle messages do we have for Aquarius for the month of December? What does Aquarius need to know? Okay. Down, let's get this message up. Thank you. Ooh, whoa. Okay, guys, these are a bit many. I'll take this one though. Let's see what other message. Okay, thank you. So Aquarius, you need to take time in the magic of nature. Sometimes when you're feeling a bit stressed and you don't know which way to go, taking a long walk in nature does so much for you. It helps you to refocus, to step back, assess the situation while you're walking, giving your body some exercise. Yeah, it looks, because body movement is coming up next. So maybe a nature walk, doing something in nature, a dance in nature, walk would do you a world of good. As soon as you can, as a matter of urgency, you need to just step out into your backyard if you're able to, or go to a place where there's nature if you can, at your earliest convenience, Aquarius. It's not one of those cases where Spirit is like, well, Aquarius, when you get a chance, could you please pop into the park and get a message from me? It's like, I've told you, you need to act on this. Get into nature, Aquarius. So when you get into nature, you're going to get so many answers, and it's going to do your body a world of good. Some of you as well have been craving for some cardiovascular exercise, yoga, stretches, dancing, and all of that. That's really going to help you to keep your energies balanced. That's what I'm being told to say. Aquarius, well done. You're on the right track. You've been praying, you've been meditating, you've been believing. Whatever positive spiritual practices that you've been up to lately, you're on the right path. Carry on doing it. It's working. Yeah, congratulations, it's working. You might not see it on the 3D immediately, but believe me, it is coming towards you. So I feel that with this higher consciousness, you need to continue to listen to the voice of Spirit, continue praying, and let Spirit give you answers and strength, because all of these battles and stuff that you may be going through, and decisions some of you have to make, and dealing with this whole childish cruelty energy that I spoke of earlier on, is just going to need you staying in that spiritual zone, being in touch with the Creator Spirit, with Source, and everything else around you will fall into place to be able to respond accordingly. Aquarius, I see we've got some creatives in the house, in the star sign of Aquarius. Shout out to all my creatives as usual. Spirit is saying take the time to do something creative. Perhaps you're an artist, a sculptor, a painter, or perhaps you mix scents, perfumes. I hear apothecary. Maybe that's what you're doing. Do something creative, no. And if you're even in a boardroom and working out strategies, come up with creative solutions. Creativity is so magical because it's also therapeutic in its own way. It helps you to heal from scars. You know, if you're doing some beadwork, by the time you're done counting 7 white beads and 6 pink beads, you get a chance to just disengage, disconnect from whatever you're worrying about, then come back in with a clearer mind. Someone's writing a book. Yeah, baby, it's time to get that book out. You don't need to say, oh, I need to create a perfect atmosphere where there's no noise, no distractions, and I sit with my pen and paper and start writing my book, and this is my creative space. Sometimes you have to create that space, create that bubble for you to be able to thrive in your creativity. Those are the words I'm being told to use. For someone else, I see you're a choreographer. And I see that Spirit is asking you perhaps to dance in nature, incorporate some sort of a nature dance. I'm not quite sure how this is all going to play out for you, but it looks really beautiful. We've got creativity, nature, body movement, higher consciousness. You're on the right path. Definitely on the right path. Someone else is a singer, songwriter, and you've had some phrases popping out. Just put pen to paper, start capture what you've got. No, because capturing a song or a book or whatever creative image you've got is like remembering a dream. As soon as you get it, jot it down, capture it, and develop it from there. That's the message I'm getting for some people specifically. We look forward to seeing that creativity coming out. All right, guys. I've absolutely enjoyed doing your reading for the month of December, and I would like to say happy holidays to you guys. Take good care of yourself. And if you'd like to join me for the extended on this reading, so we find out a lot more about what these childish pranks are, what is the lawyer friend talking about, how will you move into calmer waters, what area are you going to be changing your values in, what more do you need to know about this new business. There's so much exciting information you still need to find out about this reading to give you a more accurate and precise guidance session into the month of December. Please do join me over on Patreon. That's where our extended is going to be. I look forward to seeing you guys there. Do take care. I wish you love. I wish you light as usual.